Well, hi there, YouTube. So, I figured it was about time I make a response to Kirk Cameron's video, or Kirk Cameron's statements about the gay community, um, from what I've seen on the Young Turks and from what I've seen on Bionic Dance's channel. It appalls me what he said about homosexuality being unnatural and about how he wouldn't support his gay kid. Now, you know what? I believe in freedom of speech. I do. And I believe that everybody has a right to hold their opinion, even though I also have a right not to agree with it. But the thing is that these people don't realize how much they are hurting families. My best friend here in Columbus, when her family found out that she was anything but a heterosexual, they disowned her. Now, thankfully enough, she and her family have been able to work out things and reconcile some things since. But still, or the things that my parents said to me as I was a teenager. Now, yeah, my family and I have been able to reconcile things, and, well, a week and a half ago I went back up home to the corn, and my family and I had a great time. But given that took several years to get through. Some families never work out. I know some older gay people who they don't speak to their family, to their parents, to their aunts and uncles, because their family is so divided because they happen to be gay, or lesbian, or transgendered, or bisexual, because they want to be in a loving, committed relationship with another consenting adult, or because their brain doesn't match their body. What the hell? And people like Kirk Cameron are only furthering ideas of intolerance and hate and bigotry that are driving families apart. That's why I have an Advice to Parents series. And if you didn't notice, the most core fundamental statement of my Advice to Parents series is love and accept your children. Because otherwise they're going to wind up otherwise they might commit self-harm, they might engage in drug abuse, they might engage in alcoholism, or they might simply disown you. It tears families apart when there are people out there spouting hate speech, being bigots, focusing on a couple of little verses, which apparently their God or their deity or whatever the hell has a real bug up their ass about. Really. Just because Jill and Jane, two consenting adults, want to fall in love and be married, your deity really hates that? Or just because Jack and John love each other, live in the same house, and have raised a beautiful child together, your deity seriously hates that? I've brought up the point before about how dumb is your deity, or how dumb do you think your deity is? Because honestly, if a deity has such a pet peeve about that, number one, why would it let it happen? Number two, why are there so many people out there who claim to follow the same deity and yet say, no, actually our deity loves and accepts these relationships? People like Kirk Cameron have no idea how much they are hurting people, how much they are encouraging families to be ripped apart just because of some bigoted ideas. The worst thing a child can hear, be they a preteen, a teenager, a young adult, or just a family member, is, I reject you. I don't like you because of this. You're not my child because of this. I don't accept you for being who you are. That is some of the worst things that can ever be spoken in a family. And it appalls me when people like Kirk Cameron say things like that. I am natural. My love is just as pure as anybody else's love for their partner. When that day comes and I propose to my future wife, whoever it is, it will be the most pure moment of my life. Of saying, hey, I want to make a commitment to you, to take care of you, to be there for you for the rest of my life. And it won't be under pressure from anybody. It'll be out of my pure heart. How is that wrong? How is that evil? How is that disgusting in any way? I don't understand that. But I do understand that what Kirk Cameron said and what bigots like him are saying, it rips apart families. Advice to parents. That's why I have that on my channel. That's why I make those videos. So that parents will be prepared. So that parents can come and find resources and thoughts just about having an LGBT child or having an LGBT family member. So that maybe they can get through a couple of those bumps and thumps before they have their conversations. So yeah, that's my response to Kirk Cameron. You're ripping apart families. Do you really want to do that, man? Peace out, YouTubes.